Greetings, folks. You join me out here for another motorcycle. This is more of a motorcycle repair slash maintenance type of thing. Today we're doing our spark plug. And our spark plug's gonna be in here, right on top of our engine. And so we're gonna be taking some stuff off today. Now I've heard some places that it's possible to reach the spark plug without taking anything off, but I would like to sort of show you guys what it looks like underneath the tank, and there's a couple things that I would want to do that would require you to take the tank off, like spraying air in the spark plug hole, because a lot of dirt can get caught in it and you don't want that dirt falling down into your engine when you take the spark plug out. And there's the hole on top of the engine. So I'm going to be taking the tank off, taking the seat, and taking our side plastics, and then I think that's about it. So we'll be starting with sides, and there's a couple 8mm bolts on these. Then there's some Phillips screws holding the seat on, and a couple 10mm bolts and Phillips screws holding the gas tank on. I also wanted to walk you through my tools today because there's not going to be many. We got Phillips head screwdriver, we've got a ratchet and a 10mm and 8mm and an 18mm socket. This 18 is going to take our spark plug out, and it is special. So when I tried to do this job a few days ago, I put my normal, it's sitting right over here, I put my normal impact 18mm socket down into the spark plug hole, and the walls were too thick, so it would have gotten on the spark plug normally, but the walls prevented it from going all the way down into the spark plug hole. So you need to get a thin-walled 18mm socket. I got this one from Lowe's, it's Craftsman. And then we've got our spark plug. Now this is an Iridium spark plug by NGK, model number, where's the model number? Model number DPR8EIX9. DPR8EIX9, yeah. I'll put a link to this in the description. I want to say I got mine off of Eagle Mike's website. That guy's awesome. And then finally I've got some compressed air. I don't have an air compressor, and I would like to blow some of that dirt out of the spark plug hole. So I just bought a little compressed air bottle, or can, at Lowe's. And I haven't unlocked it yet, but that'll spray. And I want to say that's all our tools for today. So I'm gonna get all that stuff off the bike, and we'll be able to look at the spark plug, and we'll go from there. One more thing with the gas tank, there are a few fuel hoses connected to it. We're going to be disconnecting this one, and there is this one and that one that will be pulling off. And make sure to turn your fuel off as well. And we got these two 10mm screws and the two Phillips heads on the plastics right up there. And we'll be taking our fuel tank off. And here is our unobstructed view of the spark plug. So we're going to pop this off, and there's the spark plug. Let's just make sure that 18mm fits well. And they make spark plug sockets that have like rubber bits. Those are useful if your spark plug is on an angle or hard to reach. The rubber inside the socket will like grab the spark plug and pull it up. I could not find one of those at Lowe's, but Yeah, so let's get the compressed air in there, pop that spark plug out, get our new one in, and then that'll be it. We'll put all our stuff back on the bike and that'll be the job done. Alright, I got my compressed air set up. Let's just poke this down here with a few sparks. See all that crud. I think that is better. It's very liquidy. There we go. That's probably good. Got our spark plug socket, fits perfectly. Now we'll take that out, and I just looked up the torque for the new spark plug, and it said it to torque it to about 10 feet-pounds. I don't have a 10 foot-pound socket or a torque wrench, so I'm just gonna tighten it a little bit. 10 foot-pounds isn't too much, and then yeah, that'll be that. Just took my old spark plug out, and if it will focus on that, yeah, you can see the tip is pretty calcified. There's a lot of sort of white stuff on it. That is an indication that my motor is running lean, which means it is getting too much air. And I'm planning on doing a rebuild of the carburetor and putting in a few aftermarket pieces into the carburetor to help it run even better. And so I will tune my carb when I get to that job, and we'll make sure that it will balance out so it's not running either too rich or lean. So I'm not totally sure what the spark plug would look like if your motor was running rich. I think it would be slightly wet maybe, although if your motor hasn't been running in a while, I don't know if it would be wet, and in that case I don't know what the indication would be. But I got the new spark plug installed, the Iridium, and so I'm going to tighten that down just a little bit, make sure that this crush washer gets sealed, and then I will replace the spark plug wire and get the tank back on, get the seat back on, plastics, and that'll be that. Let's do it. Let's just finish the job by starting it, making sure it works right.